how is leaching carried out in case of low-grade copper ores? Well, leaching can be done very easily. If you have a low-grade copper ore containing say 2, 3, 4% copper, stage 1 is digging. That lean copper ore means a copper ore which does not contain much quantity of copper. You just dig out that ore. And that ore, there are pools and puddles which are dug out, and small piles of ore are just left in that pool. That's it. Yeah. Now you just go dig out earth and make small piles and you just go. Leave it. What happens is during monsoons, it rains. And when it rains, you find, there is a water puddle usually there. Now, many forces of nature start working. You have sunlight, yes, that is energy. You have air, that is oxygen, and you have water. And you have, by digging it and exposing it to sunlight and water, you have made the reactions faster. What happens is, you have CuS or Cu2S. They get oxidized by sunlight. Sunlight gives energy, of course. In presence of water, they and bacteria, they give you copper sulfate. Cu2S and Cus are water insoluble. But copper sulfate becomes water soluble. So, it is a slow process, it takes time. But then, we are not in a hurry. Just wait for 2-3 years. You have to do nothing. Just go on digging and piling up copper, or go on digging, piling up copper, or make a small pit so that water can be stored there. And come back to after maybe a year or 2 or 3. You find that whatever rainwater has actually accumulated in the puddle, it has become bluish owing to copper sulfate. All you need is a muddy pump. You just pump out copper sulfate, and then in this aqueous solution of copper sulfate, please note, as you are pumping out copper sulfate, all the mud already has settled down. If you don't disturb it, it won't come up and disturb you. So you just take out copper sulfate from the surface and you add scrap iron. Scrap iron is useless iron which you obtain from a junk shop. So you have copper sulfate plus iron giving you precipitate of copper, and you have ferrous sulfate, a simple displacement reaction. And look, you have your copper. Filter it as well as this.